Okay, fellows out there, welcome to lecture 10, module 1 of my video series on introduction to data structures in C. So in my previous video lectures, we had discussion on the data types that are used in C. So first we talked about the primitive or the primary data type, the int, the float, the character, the void, etc. And then we talked about some derived data types such as arrays. And then we had a look at user defined data types, namely the structure and the union. So that was all about the data types in C. So in this lecture we will look into what are operators and how are they classified and how do I basically use these operators along with the variables or the data types in order to get an expression. So what is an operator? An operator is a symbol which enables the user to command a computer to perform some kind of a manipulation or crunch the data stored in a variable. So the operator is very similar to a keyword where the user instructs the compiler to perform some operation on the information. Data items and operators can act upon and are called as operators. Okay, so any given operations basically have operators along with the data types. Okay, so I have the operators and then I have the operands. Some operators require two operands and while other can act only upon one operand. Say for example you have the auto increment or the plus plus operator which acts upon only one operand. So I can say plus plus a where a is a variable and this plus plus operator, that is auto increment operator, basically increments the value of the variable a, say. So in C basically operators are being classified under 8 different categories. So those are the arithmetic operators, the relational operators, the logical operators, the increment and decrement operator, the assignment operator, the bitwise operator, conditional operators and special operators. So let us go through few of them. Before going into each of these operators or type of operators, what we need to know is there is something called as operator precedence. So in a expression there can be multiple operators which are acting upon the operand. So you can a is equal to c plus d into say y. So this is an expression where a is equal to c plus d into y. Okay, so given an expression, which is the way or what is the way in which the compiler starts executing this particular expression? Does it perform the addition first or does it perform the multiplication first, or does it take a path from left to right? Okay, so that is called as operator precedence. So which is the operator which the compiler basically manipulates first is known as operator's precedence. So under arithmetic operator you have multiply, divide and so on. So multiplication, division and modulo operator basically take up the higher precedence and they go from left to right. Addition and subtraction again under the arithmetic operator fall under the lower precedence. So out here one thing is the multiplication is performed first, because one way to look at it is the compiler starts executing from left to right, so multiplication comes up first, so multiplication gets executed first, which is true. The other thing also which can happen is this multiplication has a higher precedence, so the compiler basically takes this up first and performs it and then goes from left to right. Okay, so again out here if the case was a is equal to c into d plus y, the compiler, because multiplication has a higher precedence and addition, it performs this operation first, and having completed that the compiler goes to addition, because then it takes up a left to right path. Okay, so that is what this thing means. Relational operator fall under the precedence of arithmetic operators. So relational operators like greater than or equal to, lesser than or equal to fall below the precedence of the arithmetic operator. Again, among them they get executed under the precedence of going left to right. Equality operator falls below the relational operator. Even though equal to and not equal to, there should have been another equal to sign out there. Okay, fine. So equal to and not equal to operator are again relational operator, but their precedence is lower than that of the other operators in the relation which are under the relational operator. Okay, so if the compiler comes across this, among them the precedence is set from left to right, but if it is clubbed with some other operators, they take up a precedence as per this table. Similarly, I have the AND and the OR operator which are below the equality operator, and again the precedence is from left to right among them. Okay, so hope that explains what is operator precedence and how are equations or expressions get executed in a C code. Okay, arithmetic operators. Basically, there are 5 arithmetic operators: plus, minus, multiply, divide, and modulo. Okay, thing to note about this is the plus, minus, multiplication, and divide operator act upon integers as well as floating. However, if there is one integer and the other is a float, the output is a floating point number. Okay, so whether you can basically add 2 integers to get an integer, or you can add an integer and a float, and the output by default would be a floating point value. Same thing is that true for that of a division as well. So when we divide 2 integers together, and if the output is that you get is an integer, then you have no problem. But however, if you take 2 integers and divide them together, and if the output is a floating point number, then there might be an error. This is only with respect to the division operator. Okay, so if you want a division to be performed fairly accurately, make sure that you are not using the division operator in its integer division mode. That is, either you typecast to either the numerator or the denominator to a floating point, or you basically explicitly convert the output of this to a floating point so that you don't get some logical error in your code. Modulo, which basically gives you the remainder of a division, is strictly confined to only integers. So you cannot have a modulo operator in which there is one float value and another integer, or both of them are float. So modulo operator is restricted only for integers, and the output is always a integer. Okay, so these are some things that are to be noted with respect to the arithmetic operator. Again, with respect to precedence, the multiplication and division takes up higher precedence than the rest of the arithmetic operators. Then we have the relational operators. Again, under relational operators, as said below, said earlier, okay, these are the operators which take higher precedence when compared to the equal to or not equal to operator. Okay, and among them the precedence is set from left to right. So whichever comes to the leftmost part gets executed first, as compared to that of the one which comes at a later stage. Okay, that is only with respect to the precedence among these operators, not between them. Between them, you have to go back to the precedence table and see that which particular operator gets executed first. So those were the 6 relational operators that are supported in C language. Then we have the logical operator. Okay, as we know that the logical operator fall below the precedence of the relational operators, but among them they have and or, they have precedence among them as well. Okay, so logical operator, very similar to that of a relational operator, do return only either a true or a false. So both relational operator and logical operator output the uh, mm, uh, output the value in terms of a logic 1 or a logic 4. So you can have a AND or a NOT operation or a greater than or equal to. So all these operators, whether they are logical or they are relational, the output is always either a true value or a false value. So C supports basically three logical operators, those are AND, OR and NOT operation. Then we have a bitwise operators. We can do bitwise manipulations on the given data. So irrespective of whether what type of data they are, internally in the memory, all the information are stored as a series of bits. Okay, and 4 bits together form a 8 bits together form a byte. Okay, so 4 bits form a nibble. So instead of operating on the information, saying that suppose I have 8, then the value of 8 is 0 0 0 1 0 0 and all, instead of operating directly on the numerical value 8, you can operate on individual bits. These are called as bitwise operators. So C language supports 5 bitwise operators. This is bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise exclusive OR, right shift and left shift operators. So you can basically shift this entire thing by 1 bit, or you can shift it right by 1 bit, or you can do bitwise AND operation on 2 variables where the AND operation is performed in a bitwise manner. So this is something very powerful and very unique in C. So, and are very powerful when it basically comes to programming microcontrollers or microcontrollers or microprocessors and so on. One often makes use of extensive use of these operators, okay, for control statements. Okay, so you have 5 bitwise operators which are supported in C language. So that was a brief introduction to the operators in C. You can also go through my notes, which gives you a greater insight or more information on the other operators which are there in C, and how do they function, and what is their functionality, what is their precedence, and so on and so forth. So what is covered in this lecture are some of the basic operators that I will be using in the rest of this course. But mind you, it's always better to go get to know your operators in depth. Okay, so go through the handouts given, or you can read it out from the prescribed textbook and get to know your operators better. Thank you. Stay tuned with me for my next lecture. Take care.